Libra, this is your 3-month forecast reading. Let's see what's coming towards you for the next 3 months. Here we go. All right, if you are curious about any of the decks that I use, they are all listed in the playlist description along with my Amazon affiliate links if you are interested. Also, while you're over there, do check your sun, moon, and rising sign to see what additional messages are there for you. Remember, time and energy is fluid, not linear. And I've heard some people say it's fractal. That's why we have repeating events in history. Maybe. It's interesting to think about. All right, one more bonus card here. Bam, there we go. All right, Libra. Let's get your money manifestation oracle. See what's coming around for the next 3 months for whenever you are watching this. Libra, next 3 months. All right. Oh my gosh, my cat's getting the zoomers. Retirement. You know, I kind of felt that with Gemini's reading, possible, something like that, some kind of shift. So it says working hard can be a thing of the past. And just because you retire from one type of job doesn't mean you're going to not start another. So you could be retiring from one profession and then going into another, quite possibly, because I think in our Western society, we think of retirement as not doing anything. And I think that's a terrible idea. That would be so boring. You gotta have something to do. I plan on working until I can't work anymore, because I don't know why I would not want to work in some capacity. All right, let's get your spirit animal oracle. I think that's what it's called. I can't remember. Ooh, look at that. Oh, so we have retirement and we have cat independent. You are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. A healer energy. Kind of feels empressy, maybe Queen of Cups, almost like a shaman type energy, but independent. So that feels kind of like a Queen of Wands. Could be. Maybe you're retiring from your regular job and doing something more just on your own. Maybe a side hustle, something like that. Okay. And your chakra energy, you have communication. Look at that blue. This feels like psychic communication. So High Priestess energy. Any of the swords feels like communication. Well, not any of, not the, 8 or 9. You know what I mean? But we have communication here. It feels telepathic. It feels psychic. So I'm getting that High Priestess energy. Maybe even some moon energy there. You might be getting messages in your sleep. Maybe you work in communication. Maybe that's what you're doing here. Huh. Oh, we have 5 of Pentacles just flew out for you. So, leaving something behind. Maybe that job that maybe it wasn't all that great to you. For some of you, you're over it. Here's the Queen of Cups. A lot of intuition there because that's water on water. Ooh, Ace of Wands. That's out with the old, in with the new. Yeah, you might be retiring from some job that maybe was too demanding but didn't fulfill you. I think it was providing, but maybe just barely enough, maybe for some of you. Queen of Swords, look at that. Communication. Yeah, oh my, you know what I just heard? Take that job and shove it. Do you remember that song? Oh my gosh, 3 of Pentacles. That is so funny. 10 of Swords, yeah. Oh my goodness. you might be telling a job to, stick it where the sun don't shine is what I'm hearing. Oh my gosh. Libra. And that's you right there. So you're in your power. You are saying no. Yeah. All right, 3 of Wands, expectation. Do you hear the zoomers going on? That's Sophie, the cat at the end of the video. The Emperor. Oh yeah. See, you might be bossing up and doing your own thing now. 9 of Cups. Yeah, this is a 9 of Cups feels like a collective energy of people just saying, I want to do what makes me happy. And I really like that. I mean, of course, the only thing is, as long as you're hurting no one, then that's fine. This wish fulfillment and being happy, doing what you love, is only for us good people and not psychopaths and sociopaths. That's not a message for you. All right, Libra. I just have to say that, Yeah. All right. We have some Hermit energy here. Ooh, what do you want here? Libra, you might be taking some time out to, just kind of figure out who you are again. You've got the Page of Pentacles here and the 9 of Pentacles. Interesting. So that's little luxuries. It's Venus energy. It's Taurus energy. It's saying that, you probably have built up a little nest egg. I think you've already had some type of harvest, especially if you're thinking about retiring at any age. It doesn't matter. Just because it says retirement, it doesn't mean you're in your 60s or 70s or whatever. Plenty of people retire from certain things at certain times. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. 9 of Wands. And the Queen of Cups twice. Very important here of letting something go. It's like you're toasting it. You're saying farewell to whatever that suffering was. You're like, I'm over it. I'm done with whatever that is. Queen of Swords again. Look at that right here. 2 in this same row under retirement. Uh-huh. 7 of Wands. Fiery. Now we have the Knight of Cups. You put that Ace of Cups with that 9. What do you get? 10. Okay. Woohoo! So someone could be adding their cup to your 9. But let's take a look around the room here. You've got ending of suffering here. And that's really the only challenging cards we see is that 5 of Pentacles. This is it. Maybe you're thinking that you don't want to be stuck in this. Maybe it's a dead-end job. Maybe there's, you've gotten as far as you can go in this work, because we do have Pentacles here. And you're seeing yourself, being this, I'm looking at this literally like you're this frail old person still doing this and still barely getting by, and you're not happy with it. It could be causing you stress and illness, because we have these 2 figures here that are not well. There's sanctuary right there. If you want to call it that, it's out of the cold, right? It's got some mediocre provisions. And I feel like that's what you were getting from where you were. Whatever circumstances you were in life, it was just barely enough. And maybe that's what you're retiring from. You're done with that rat race. And we see 2 figures coming out of some type of almost isolation. It feels like you were stuck there, maybe. But the great thing about this 5 is the change. So I feel like you're changing your circumstances here. You might be saying, I don't want to wait till I'm this ripe old age to retire. I'm going to do it now. Maybe you've put away enough money, to be able to go ahead and retire now and focus on, your side hustle or something else you want to do. The Hermit here is saying that you can, you may have already, or you need to do some self-reflection here, some deep introspection that, gets you back in touch with your star energy, your hopes, wishes, dreams, something you came here to fulfill. Because I think a lot of people get stuck in these jobs because it pays the bills. But that's about it. Is it nourishing your soul? Is it truly making you happy? And in this reading, it's saying no. So just take whatever resonates. You might be getting advice from someone, but I feel like you're protected. You've got some kind of spirit advice coming in with that little corvid, little crow raven there. It's so cute. That's like a spirit energy around you. And it's time to share your knowledge. This is telling me that you should focus on your strengths and share what you've learned, your wisdom with people. It's some people say that this is abandonment, you know, and so I don't feel like that is the situation for you. I've interpreted this the way I'm feeling it. I think you are abandoning that, but that's a good type of abandonment. I think you're leaving something behind there. You're changing your circumstances. So I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see. We have the Queen of Cups twice here. And so let's go ahead and look at them together. Now, I have to remind you, these readings aren't, this isn't a timeline. It's not linear. These things could be happening all at once in a different pattern. So just however that fits for you. All right. So we have the Queen of Cups showing up twice. This feels like good news here. And this is also good news. So we have these two Queen of Cups energies. This is Cancer energy. It's moon. It's intuition. So you could be communicating with your higher self right now, especially with that Hermit energy. And I feel like you're toasting the past. It's like you've learned a lot from this suffering. I think you were suffering there with that Five of Pentacles. I really do. And you're ending this suffering by putting yourself first, nurturing yourself, realizing that your happiness and your life, it's important to be happy during this lifetime. I think that is a big deal for people. It's like, yes, let's be happy. You should be happy. So if that's a toxic work environment, no. There's got to be better options out there for you. And so this Page of Pentacles here, if we look at the Pentacles as a whole, and we see the Queen of Pentacles, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. There's a progression here from that Five of Pentacles, but it takes you putting yourself first, putting your happiness first in order to get there. This is the new opportunity that's coming to you because we have the Page here. You're starting something new, and that's okay to start something new. It doesn't matter how old you are if it's going to make you truly happy. Look at the way this figure is looking at that coin, that opportunity, with love, with reverence. And so I think you'll be a lot happier doing this on your own. We do have the Emperor energy of being kind of bossing up and doing your own thing. So I think you're saying goodbye to the past. But man, look at all those pearls of wisdom. Look at those pearls. You are drenched in them. You've learned a lot. And now it's a part of you, and it makes you who you are. It makes you stronger. It makes you more whole. It makes you a lot more worldly, a lot more knowledgeable, a lot wiser. So we have some type of inspiration coming in here. It could be some kind of spiritual inspiration. We have communication here. This is inspiration in spirit. So the wands are about spirit energy, fiery energy, out with the old, in with the new. And I think deep down, Libra, that you are abundant, that this is your vibe, this is what you put out. And I don't know if you were getting that kind of treatment over there. I don't think you were being honored as much as you will be now. Now that you're saying goodbye to that, I feel like you're going to something much, much better, more profitable. This is little luxuries, pampering yourself. This is about your environment. So this is not saying that you have the fanciest house or the most expensive house or wherever you are, your environment. This is about making it like heaven on earth, kind of. What can you do to your environment to make it feel really good? That's what I'm getting here, because this is about manifestation too. In a way, you want to be this already, even if you're not. You want to resonate with this energy. You want to be this now. So if you did, let's just say, want to be a millionaire, you need to treat your money now the same way you would as if you were a millionaire. That's the mindset. Be that person now, is what I'm feeling. So there's some type of, I don't know, it feels like a phoenix energy, like you're transforming into this pre-empress is what we have here. Yeah, that's what feels, it's like a phoenix, like you're rising from the ashes. So we have two Queen of Swords energy here. We have this energy. And so let's look at both of these, because they are tied together. I've been doing this a lot lately, because these energies are referencing themselves. I think as you go down this path and you become more self-sufficient and independent, is what I'm seeing. This is definitely self-sufficiency and independence, financial independence, all day with that Nine of Pentacles, and especially with this Queen of Pentacles. You could be leaving that Ten of Swords. Here's my, you don't have to give a job 2 weeks. That's not something you have to do. They certainly don't do that for us. So anyway, I mean, up to you. If you don't like it, I would just, anyway, so you're cutting things out. You have this strong ability right now, this independence, to say no to anything that you don't like. You've been there, done that. So this is a very stoic and resolute energy. You might be having clarity for the first time over what it is you really and truly want. I think you have high expectations for the future. I think you have high expectations for everyone around you. And I don't really think that that's a bad thing. Yes, people say, well, if you don't expect too much from people, you won't be let down. But I cannot imagine not having high expectations for things. To have low expectations, this is about, that would be settling for the mediocre. Oh, heck no. We're not doing that. I mean, you can if you want to, but why? So you are very fertile and abundant right now. This feels like you are really big time bossing up after letting go, leaving something that just was not giving you your worth. The Queen of Pentacles, we think about this progression through the Pentacles here. I think you've learned the hard way, possibly, what your worth is, because embedded in this card here is the Five of Pentacles, struggle, right? But the Six of Pentacles, which is about knowing your value, knowing what your true worth is. Oh yeah, baby, you know now. And you're not going to deal with people that aren't going to give you your worth. And so I think you might be starting your own business here. We have the Emperor, and I think you're looking to expand. You're thinking about the future here and how far you can go with it. But you're coming from a very resolute, and decisive place. You've decided what your place is in this, and you're high above the clouds. Lots of clarity here. You're showing up twice here in that Queen of Swords, Libra energy. That's perfect. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm feeling here with this Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, working with people or group. I feel like these people are going to be working probably underneath you. I feel like you're bossing up. You're in charge here of this creative team. This is teamwork. Rarely is success had completely on your own. I mean, it can happen, But it's this putting your work out on display, very important, and trying anything. This Nine of Wands is a very resilient Sagittarius energy. It's moon energy, so trust your intuition as well with this. But I feel like you also have that Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is embedded in this. This is being very firm with how you want things done. This feels like a very much a leadership quality, leading your team into battle, so to speak. Not really, but that's what I'm feeling here. Very strong. We have the Emperor crossed by the Seven of Wands. Here's that energy of being very stoic, but not emotional, because we don't have that with the Queen of Swords, right? We do have some emotions here. We've got the Queen of Cups twice. I think you know what your heart desires here. I think you're very much in tune with that. But there is this firmness with this Emperor. It's hard control. Like the Strength card is soft control, right? That's inner work. This is hard control over, your domain. You know what I'm saying? Very resolute, ready to take action at any time. At any time, because underneath his suit there is a armor, so you're not going to back down from challenges, because we do see the mountains here, but you're going to stand firm in what you believe and what you want and how things done. This is really kind of a my way or the highway type energy. Can we all agree on that? Because this is immovable with that Seven of Wands, that Leo energy, drawing a line in the sand. I'm the boss. It's my way or the highway. That's it. Woo, talking about running the show here, Libra. My goodness. Some of you, it almost feels like judge energy, or something that's like your word is law. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but that's it. Woo! All right, so after we get through that energy, wow, happiness, because this feels like business. Don't F with your business. But when it comes to like you, there's this other side where you're extraordinarily happy. We have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles, both self-sufficient. You can take care of yourself within your resources. You've got it made, right? You're having a harvest already. We see that. And then we have the Nine of Cups, self-sufficient happiness. I think this is a big deal. Knowing what truly makes you happy. And I think leaving that behind, becoming more independent here, is what's really, really going to be the icing on the cake for you. Independence. Yeah, love it. I love it. And so now I think you're very wise about who you share your time, effort, and energy with, your resources, because these cups are resources. This is your emotions. You're not just going to give them out to anybody and everybody. Oh no, not with that Queen of Swords energy. You've been around the block. You're not doing that. But you're open to the right thing. And I think there is an offer coming in for you with this Knight of Cups. Is Knight and Shine. Hey, there's nothing to save here. You've already saved yourself. So, this person who's coming in, they might feel like they're, I don't know, you don't usually get this energy with the Knight of Cups, but you're already good on your own. This person is walking in like they're some type of savior, but it's like, yeah, I'm good. So that's just for some of you. For others of you, this could be your energy as well, of you being open to giving and receiving. You might be looking, you might be, now that you've accomplished so much within your work and resources, if you are single, you might be looking to dip your toes in the water, do some dating. You might be open to that. That's for some of you. The other aspect is that this could just be someone who's very genuine, who isn't all, thinking they're all that and a bag of chips. This could just be someone who's very genuine with their emotions and they're wanting to share with you. So 3 different stories right there. Right there. Okay, let's look at your bonus, Libra. Peace and a little eggy. Eggs are fertility. Eggs are abundance. It's creative energy. So do be careful. If you are a fertile, we do have that little rabbit there. Something could be happening for you around Easter, is what I'm getting. Yestara, I think I pronounced that right, because these are symbols of fertility. And we have a 5 there with that 23. Inspiration in spirit. There we go. Confirmation. Be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. That's that communication. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. Now, isn't that a crazy movie? From Dusk Till Dawn, my name being Dawn here. I did not know. That's Quentin Tarantino and George Clooney. I did not know when I first watched that movie that it was about vampires. Imagine my surprise when that happened. And I was like, what? Good movie, but I don't. Anyway, neither here nor there. But this, you could be getting divine inspiration. That's what that is. All right, I am enough. 11:11. Let go of expectations. I think you have expectations. I do. And I think you have expectations for yourself. Now, expectations of others, I think we should have it, but it should be put in the right places. There are some people that I think you already know what to expect from them. You know what I'm saying? And it's probably not much. On target, follow your ideal life path, because with those expectations, I think sometimes we give people the benefit of the doubt and they really shouldn't have it. And that's where we get let down. We're putting that effort and energy into people that don't deserve it, don't want it, shouldn't have it. It's my opinion. I could be wrong. Boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. Interesting. I thought that with, I think it was a Taurus reading, because they had the Death card and the 10 of Pentacles. So maybe. Flag, don't be tempted to lower your standards. There we go. And I think that's what that 5 of Pentacles was. I think whatever that situation was for you, it wasn't your true worth. It wasn't, you were settling for that. You're not going to settle anymore. Dog close up. Pleasure with a close friend. There you go. I like that. A lot of independence here, and really just kind of bossing up. Interesting. All right, Libra. Can't wait to do Aquarius. I'm going to do that one next and see what happens. I'm so excited. I've got some good fiery energy coming in through both these readings so far. All right, Libra, let me know what you thought in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.